Hey, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:40 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I'm looking down the tracks from the Nana BTS station. You can see the Asok station off in the distance with Terminal 21 right to the left of it. And over here is the beautiful Hyatt Regency building. I think we're going to take a look. Is that Soi 8? Yes, right there. We're going to take a look down Soi 8 on this Sunday morning. And every time I get off the Nana BTS, I see this sign at the One Sukhumvit Q building. 32 million to 130 million Thai baht. 130 million Thai baht is 3.5 million US. So there you go. If you think everything is super cheap and Thailand is a third world country and all, you're just fooling yourself. You can get any beautiful type of home, apartment, luxury car that you'd like here in Thailand. You're just gonna have to pay for it. And I don't know anything about that high-end condo market, but just looking around the streets, many people have no problem at all paying that 300% import fee on luxury cars. You'll see them everywhere. These little turtle markets, you'll find them at many BTS stations. I like them because they accept a US, well, any credit card, I assume, without a minimum. Most 7-Elevens, you have to spend 200 baht, which is not that big a deal, but like the 7-Eleven near my home, I like to put everything on my credit card. So oftentimes when I go in there and I just want to grab a quick cold drink, I get some laundry detergent or something else to hit that 200 baht, which is $5.50, so it's not a lot of money. But this turtle, you can go in there and spend 50 cents on your credit card. No foreign transaction fee, no nothing, no minimum spend. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing what a $3.5 million condo here in Bangkok looks like. I'm assuming it's 500 square meter or something. Maybe one of those, it looks up on the top like there's some 3-story apartments. But even the, what was the other one's 32 million. That's a lot of money. I think my buddy bought a condo for 5 million Thai baht. So yeah, 32 is a lot more than 5, even at the minimum for this building. And I had to look up 32 million baht in today's dollars. It's 878,000 US, which I understand is what a nice large size 1-bedroom condo in San Diego is going for these days. And then attach a $600, $700, $800 a monthly fee. But I didn't really retire over to Bangkok to be paying California prices. Now this on the other side of the street is the popular Soi 11. If you're coming to Bangkok, and yeah, don't do what this guy's doing. You don't walk across Sukhumvit, walk up and over the train. And I don't mean to point a camera at the guy and point out something that he's doing that's dumb, but that's dumb. Walking across Sukhumvit. Go, especially when you're standing at a train station. Take the time, go up and over the train station, and don't try to run across Sukhumvit traffic. You can see he's looking in the direction of the traffic, and it would not be unusual for a motorbike to come the wrong way and just clip the guy. So don't do it, even on a slow Sunday morning. So here's Soi 8. And Soi 8 kind of goes down and stops at Benjikiti Park, although there's not an access on 8 to get to the park. Soi 10 there is. You can walk to the end of 10 and get into right by the dog park. Soi 8, unless there is a secret entrance I don't know about, you can't access the park. And here's the Today at Soi 8 bar. Right next to this tiny little bar, he just rolls up the garage door, and I believe there's 3 seats. There's all kinds of cool little bars like that around Bangkok, or just pop-up bars. And I'm forgetting the place I used to hang out at, right there, the Red Hog Bar. Years ago, probably on a 2016 trip or something, I spent a lot of time in this Red Hog Bar. And down this little nondescript Soi at the very end is my tailor. Now it's not a tailor shop, it's a place that the tailor shops take clothes to have altered. I mean, many of these fancy storefront tailor shops, they're not doing any sewing in there. They take it down some little alley like this, and there's 10 sewing machines. Yet I've kind of established a relationship with the folks. I probably had 20 or 30 things altered. I'm not super tall, so I just, like, when I buy a shirt, I like to clip about an inch off of it so it's not dragging down past my butt. And I think 150 baht was the rate I paid. I hooked them up with a nice little tip, and when I showed up, I'm always packing Leos. So I think, even though it's not really open to the public, they'll do a little business with you if you work with them. I'm walking down this first little tiny side soy off of 8. I know there's a massage place and a pizza place back here, and I think there's a little hotel as well. Yeah, it's called the On 8. Trendy rooms. There's another place here, the Royal Express. There are all kinds of small rooms, nothing fancy. It may or may not have a window, but it might cost $25 US right in the heart of Bangkok. I've never tried this pizza. I should. Vesuvio pizza, Sukhumvit 8. It looks good. Or maybe I have tried it through Grab and I didn't know where it came from. Here's a place called Velvet. Ladies First Velvet. Beer bottles, 99 baht. Buy one, get one free. Okay. And here's that massage place I was thinking about. Well, okay, this is a barber. Tong Manhattan Barber. And then I think 2 massage places. One's called Ivory and one is called Moonlight. Right across from the On 8. And that's the Roadhog Bar there. Right where the guy's on the bike. He's selling lottery tickets. The way they do the Thai lottery is the tickets are already printed out, rather than going into a 7-Eleven and asking for a quick pick and the machine spits it out. These guys already have them printed out. And I have no idea how the Thai lottery works. I'm sure they call the numbers once a day or once a week, just like anywhere in the world. And any of these bars on a Sunday morning, you can usually catch the UFC fights live that are happening Saturday night in Vegas and different parts of the world. I think this lift popped up in the last year and a half. It looks like a nice little hotel if you want to stay right in the heart of Bangkok. Do a lot of partying on, say, Soi 11. This would be a very good choice. And then across the way, the brew house. That's fun. And I've spent a few evenings here in the Tipsy Tap. I think they have a pretty good happy hour special. Let's head up this little side soy right across from the lift. They even have a little outdoor bar out front. There's a bar right there, Rumors, on Soi 8. I've gone in there with a buddy to play pool a few times. There's another pizza place down here, Auto Pizza, next to Jim's Tailor. And kind of a notorious massage place called Lolita's on the left. Normally I wouldn't be filming this at any time past noon. There'll just be a bunch of ladies sitting out front that don't want to be on my silly video. So there's the pizza place. Is it Auto? Yes. Not to be confused with Auto Bar at the top of Soi 22. That is, I'll call it a heavy metal bar. They have a really good heavy metal cover band. In fact, the guy was on The Voice Thailand. The singer I see 99% of the time I go in there, and he knows 20 or 30 songs just perfect, from The Clash to more heavy stuff like Iron Maiden. Here's the Argo. Georgian Greek Bar and Grill. Well, there you go. And this place has a San Miguel and a Guinness sign. This is the 88, what's it called? 8855 Cafe and Restaurant. It used to be, what was it called? The Kiwi Pub, way back in the day. Kiwi, I'm trying to remember my history. It used to be somewhere here on Soi 8 on the other side. Maybe, I forget exactly where. Or was it on Soi 10? Anyhow, Kiwi changed locations a couple of times and then ended up right there where that 8855 is. I know I was in there in before the health crisis, and I think that, along with many businesses, took it down. Yeah, I want to say the Kiwi used to be over here where, no, I can't remember if it was on Soi 10 or Soi 8. But anyhow, it was a fun bar, so hopefully it comes back. I remember being in there on a some kind of Australian rules championship, and the two teams were just, or the two sets of fans were just going crazy, singing the anthems and just having a good time. Yeah, it was fun. I remember the Super Bowl was the next day at 6:30 in the morning, and I was in there with the, I guess it was Australians and Kiwis, probably the All Blacks. They were partying, and I was in there partying with them till 3 in the morning, and I'm like, hey, who's staying? You know, Super Bowl starts at 6:30, and they're like, yeah, nobody wants to watch that Super Bowl. We're out of here. And here's the Monsoon Bar. You can see the Monsoon Breakfast, 299 baht. It's not a bad deal. But I'm a Irish and British pub guy with these breakfasts. I go to, my favorite is O'Shea's up on Sukhumvit Soi 33/1. It's 199 baht. 15 items to choose from, and you can pick 7 or double up on bacon, eggs, whatever you'd like. It's delicious. I think it comes with, I'm not a coffee guy, but I think you can get coffee, juice, or I don't know what else, tea maybe, included in that. And up to you if you want to start drinking after breakfast. Myself, not so much. I'm not a huge day drinker, unless that starts at 1 in the afternoon some days. Here's a little condo complex called the Heritage, and on the other side is another building, Bon Prida. And the Stable Lodge. Let me get out of the way of these taxis. This is a busy little street. Yeah, I'm not sure if, I assume, well, I thought that was the Bon Prida, but that's the Stable Lodge. Maybe that's the Bon Prida back there. It says there's a school zone here. I was not aware they had a school. Maybe it's a little daycare type school. And the BT residence. Those look like pretty large units. You can look up on HipFlat, HIPFLAT. It'll give you plenty of pictures of the inside of these condos, and I've mentioned it before in other videos. Just be aware that those prices might be a little old. I'll just put it that way. Now this place, it's the Stable Lodge restaurant, but you can see they have a lot of Danish food on the menu. This and the place next door, I call it Deet 5. I don't know if it's Deet or Det. It's also a Danish or Scandinavian type restaurant. You can get all kinds of items, but in fact, my favorite thing to get in there is kind of a chicken noodle soup. It's just delicious. Big chunks of chicken. Here it is right here. But you can also get different, like I say, European things. I think this little area is big with Danish tourists or Danish expats. That's kind of how Bangkok is. There's a little Arabia and a place, well, Soi 11. All the tourists from India, they seem to hang out on Soi 11. Soi 3 and 5, that's Little Arabia. You can get some amazing food there. Here's the Promenade Hotel. And I don't know what this is, the Kinnery venue. We're back. Authentic Thai taste. Let's go take a look. So this is behind the, I'm still going to call it Deet 5, but maybe it's Det 5. Even some of these higher end restaurants. I was at a nice place last night on the river. We had 4 dishes. She had a couple of cocktails. I had a liter of beer. That was the only way they served it in just a pitcher. That was like 350 baht. But anyhow, and dessert. And it was 3,000 baht, which is $82. I mean, that's a lot of money for Thailand, but that ended up being like a 3-hour dinner on the side of the river with just beautiful dishes. We had pork knuckle, German pork knuckle, a couple of soups, salads, appetizers, some kind of spaghetti with shrimp or something. It was delicious, and we just ate it all family style. So what I'm getting at is, even this nicer restaurant, it might be a $50 meal, which, again, that's a lot of money for Thailand. I get it. You can go to the Terminal 21 food court and spend $2. But sometimes you want a nice meal in a nice restaurant, and $50 is way better than $200 with a tip in California. And this is a nice little setting. So for a special meal, special date, whatever, pick your spots. And yeah, there's all kinds of what do you want to call it, like the Wine Connection, chain restaurants. But forget that. I mean, that's fine once in a while, lunch or whatnot, but find your little hidden gems. And as the signs say, they take Visa. They probably take MasterCard as well. What they're not going to take is American Express. Nobody takes that unless it's a Hilton or Marriott. It's just, they charge too much for the merchant fee. I want to say it's 5%. In fact, many of the smaller bars will take your Visa card over here. They're probably not supposed to, but then they'll charge you the 3% that Visa's charging them. It's still worth it to me, because I'm an airline miles guy, and if I'm drinking $1.50 beers anyhow, yeah, whatever. I've bought myself 5, I've bought my friends 5, I bought the bartender 1, whatever it is, and it rings up to X amount. I don't mind paying the extra 92 cents or whatever it is for the foreign transaction fee, as long as I get my airline points. But some people are put off by that. Other places, restaurants, they're not going to do that. But I understand a smaller place has a smaller margin of profit. And you can see the sign here for Tailor on 10. Every YouTuber goes to Tailor on 10 and gets a custom made suit for. That's the other thing. You're not going to come over here and you'll see at MBK, get a suit and pants and 2 shirts for $199. Yeah, don't count on that. If so, it's going to be the cheapest material, the cheapest thread. I'm going to estimate that a quality custom fit suit with 2 or 3 fittings or whatever they do professional wise is going to be over $500, depending on what fabrics you want. I wouldn't bother getting a custom made suit without the finest Italian wool, or I don't know what other, I'm not a huge suit guy, but I mean, why bother going through all that work for some kind of garbage fabric that's just going to look like trash the 10th time you wear it? But with all that said, I'm sure you can get that same custom made suit here for way less than half price of what it's going to cost in many parts of the world. But the fabric, it's going to cost what it costs. It might even cost more to get that fine Italian wool here in Thailand with the different import fees and all than it would be to New York City. It's just the labor. That's where you're going to save the money. And here's a little place called the Haven Plus Cafe. And this place has popped up since the last time I was here, which was, I don't know, 3 months ago. Oh, okay, it's a dispensary. That's no shock. Those things pop up fast. I thought it was a bar. And here's the Siam Penthouse Condominium. Kind of interesting with the flags. And I'm not even sure where that Tailor on 10 is. You would think Tailor on 10 means it's on Soi 10, but maybe it's in between Soi 8 and 10. I think I spotted it one time, but like I say, I'm in the shorts and t-shirts and flip-flops business these days. I'm not too worried about suits, but I might have one made. Every man should at least own one suit. Here's the Hopeland Hotel and Residence. Smaller one. You'll find these Hopeland properties all over town. I know there's a large Hopeland down on Soi 24. Oh, this is the Series 8 building. 10 stories maybe? I want to say that Taylor on 10's right here to the left. There's a squirrel on the lines. But I'm sure there are many reputable tailors around town. It's just for whatever reason, this Taylor on 10, it just has an incredible reputation, probably for good reason. Now here's another fancy, what is it called? The Praia Phuket cuisine. Let's go see if that Taylor on 10 is in the back of this fancy restaurant, because I know I've spotted it before, but I don't know why the sign's on Soy 8 for a Taylor on Soy 10. No, it wasn't back there. Yeah, I've walked by this restaurant at 8, 9 o'clock at night, and it's just hundreds of people in here enjoying a nice meal. And I'm not sure what Phuket cuisine is. You'll see Isan cuisine all over town. I almost know what Isan cuisine is, but Phuket cuisine, more seafood? Not sure. And this is a fancy spa. We've walked by in the day, and I see everybody in there getting their faces waxed or whatever they're doing. Made our way up to the Pacific Heights building on Soy 8. You can see the old school garbage truck up ahead. They don't have a lot of, I think I've seen it once or twice, the garbage truck that pulls up and grabs with a mechanical arm the big plastic container. It's still a little bit old school, but these guys, man, they work so hard. It can't be a fun job. You can see they're just going through everything and separating the cardboard. I'm sure they're after the aluminum and plastics, but yeah, they just dump it in the back there, and then they take the time, and you can see on top of the garbage truck, let me zoom in here, those big huge bags are just full of plastic and aluminum. Hopefully they're making a few bucks. I'm guessing the garbage truck company is the one who's supposed to profit, but who knows what happens there. Hopefully the guys doing the work get a little bit of the profit. And as I walk around Bangkok, even on this busy Soy 8, there's always a gate and a private 4-story home tucked away. That is some expensive real estate. I'm sure at times that guy has been offered just a ton of money to knock that house down and put up another 8-story condo building. And here's the Swati Sukhumvit Soy 8 hotel. This hotel always reminds me of something you'd find in France or something. I think there's a little, I was going to say a little spa attached next door. And they got a little continental breakfast going. I don't know, maybe some trays of eggs or something. I always book through Agoda. In fact, I'm going to put up my Agoda link here pretty soon. And yeah, click on my link. It's not going to cost you any more, and I get a few pennies if you book something. But Agoda seems to have just better deals than Hotel.com or Booking.com. I'll check both. So let's say I'm at the Holiday Inn in wherever, Pattaya, and I'm looking at it on Agoda for $48 a night. I'm making up these numbers with a free breakfast. Well, then I'll look on Hotel.com and it might be $56 a night. Again, it's all nickel and dime, but why not pay the 48 instead of the 56? But what I'm getting at is oftentimes click on that free breakfast. It's usually $2 more, and if nothing else, go down there and get yourself, some fruit and all. So here's the Citadines Soy 8. Somebody in the comments was saying that's their go-to spot. I still haven't seen the Taylor on 10, so you're gonna have to look that up if you want to get your custom-made suit. And here is the Paradise Lane. Get out of the sun here. right across from the La Petite Salile. Again, I don't know if it has anything to do with that Danish popular area. These seem to have a European feel. And I don't know who those guys are. I'm looking in the window. They look like big 6'2" Norwegian types, but who knows? The Sazi traditional Thai massage. And I don't know if I've ever been down here. Maybe it's just the massage, but I've been on all these streets 100 times, but sometimes I miss the little side soys. I don't know if this is a private home. It looks like it might have been a business at one time. Yeah, I think it's just the massage back here and another big private house on the right. Yeah, again, these large homes right in the middle of Sukhumvit. I like it. And I'm pretty sure that's where the spa is. It's early Sunday morning. Maybe they open at noon on a Sunday or something. Sunday or not, these Thais and business people are some hard-working folks. So many of these businesses, even like dental offices, you can go get your teeth cleaned on a Sunday at 7 p.m. I try to not hog up those kind of appointments. I mean, that's better for people that can't get out of work. I can go to the dentist on a Tuesday morning at 11 in the morning. Who cares? Now here's the Bangkok loft at Nana Station. Kitty cat. Looks a little basic. And we're getting down to the end here. I don't know if I've seen that gate open before. Maybe I'll slip through it. Oh, here it is right here. Taylor on 10. Bespoke Taylor. But then again, we are on Soi 8. So who knows? Monday to Saturday, closed on Sunday, 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah, I've probably, at least 3 different YouTubers have showed the progress on having a beautiful suit made there. Well, a couple of suits, and one guy, I think, got a sports coat or something. I'm sure it's top of the line. And let's see where this little, see, that's the thing, is this is how it rolls in Bangkok. They just pile the garbage up, and that garbage truck coming down the way, they're going to go through every one of those bags. Kind of a nasty job. I think they do something similar to that, though, in California. At least they were supposed to. I remember there were these trash facilities. They were just like a big indoor warehouse, and you would see them in there separating everything. Maybe that's where like the recycling trucks went. I don't know. And maybe that is a recycling truck. So maybe they're going through bags of what is at least supposed to be recycled material. And I'm sorry, I'm pointing straight into the sun. It's not even 8 in the morning, so it's still pretty low. And this is I'm guessing an ice facility right here. Well, no, I see sodas. Okay, this is Sunday worship services. You know what? I think, yeah, that is at the end of Soi 10. So I think we can actually cut through the parking lot here and end up on Soi 10 at the ECB church. Now, if this gate is open all the time, it's Sunday morning. So I don't know if it's locked. It says Soi 8 gate access. Okay, there you go. So Soi gate 8 access Monday through Friday from 6 in the morning till 9:30. Then they close the gate and open it back up at 1500 to 1900. And then on Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 1900, the gate will be locked at other times. So there you go. If you're staying down here on Soi 8, if you cut through here, which we will, you're going to be feet from Benjikiti Park. But let's go finish the end of Soi 8 here, which I think we are at the end, although that one gate is open. So I'm going to go walking through there. And we're coming back on 8. Now here's an apartment for rent, fully furnished. The VN apartment. And this is the Lake Green panorama over the park view condos. It says private property, no through access. And there are guards. There are going to be guards everywhere, but yeah, I could probably cut through that parking lot, but it does say no access, and it looks like they're doing some painting. So I'm not going to confuse anybody. They probably have a way, I would guess, from this Lake Green to get to the park, but it's probably with an access key for the residents only. But this church over here, that's nice of them to put that sign up, basically, hey, come on through and stick your head into the worship service if you'd like, but at least they're telling you when that little, I'll call it a shortcut, because otherwise we would have to walk all the way back up Sukhumvit, then down, and then up 10. But instead, we're going to take the little shortcut over here, and then I'll end this video, and I'll probably start one and show you a little bit of the park, and then walking down Soi 10. And ECB, I'm not sure what denomination that is. I've walked past that church a million times. I'm not a big church guy. I'm not a great Catholic, but I know there's a Catholic church down Soi Rumor Rudy. I forget what it's called. Over in the Plonchit area. I might stick my head over there on some fancy mass, if it's a midnight mass or something, just to see what going to a Catholic church in Bangkok, Thailand is about. But I've been in that church 1,000 times. I did my altar boy service at age 10 or 11. My dad used to drop me off. He was in the Navy, and he'd drop me off on the way to work. It looks like they're having a big party. Yeah, he'd drop me off on the way to work, and he was all about being responsible, and you got to do your share, and on and on. And yeah, I'd get up early, do the early morning mass, sometimes in Spanish, and yeah, I don't speak Spanish anymore. Believe it or not, it was the first language I spoke. My mom's Mexican, and we lived in Spain, and so surprise, I started speaking Spanish first. My dad was out to sea or whatever it was, and I never really stuck with me. I mean, I did fine through school, but yeah, I'm definitely not a fluent Spanish speaker. And okay, so we got through the church. We're on Soi 10, but now they have the park locked up. Huh. Okay, the bridge is closed. Oh, well, there you go. So there's a little bridge right here at the end of Soi 10 that I guess they're redoing. Yeah, they sure are. Look down, there's a construction going on, but normally at the end of Soi 10 you can access Benjikiti Park, and the dog park is right there. It says it'll be open 22 June, so let's hope that happens soon. And here's the it's the Evangelical Church of Bangkok, so the ECB. And again, Sunday morning they're setting up for services for the day. So now we're at the end of Soi 10. I'm sorry I couldn't give you that little peek at Benjikiti Park, but the bridge is out. They're fixing it up. So let's walk from here, and well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and then I'll start another video walking down Soi 10. So I really appreciate you following along on this Sunday morning. There'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.